In Bristol, we have been blessed with some really nice weather recently. It's really nice to see the first essence of spring developing, a bit like the phase in your cycle after a period where you feel energetic and life just seeps back into you, the follicular phase.
Hey Rupert!
Now, I've got to be honest, I did just Google that. I'm not super clued up on things such as like period cycles. Sometimes I feel like an imposter in the feminine experience, you know. Sometimes I feel like I walk around a little bit less feminine to other women, as though I'm always pretending. When I shave my legs, I feel like somebody who's just shaved their legs once. Secretly under my tops, I'm not wearing some fancy lace bra. I'm literally wearing sometimes a vest top. I always sort of feel out of place, as if I'm trying to act like a woman as opposed to being a woman, which is hard. Obviously that's just embedded shame with loads of different elements of what society teaches us, because ultimately you don't even need to shave your legs to be feminine. Unshaved legs are also very feminine, but I just feel like there's an element missing to me, as if the software package of being a female just didn't quite fully download, you know? Anyway, I digress. It's nice to feel that burst of energy again after a week of feeling tired and run down and in pain. It's nice to bounce back. And much like a spring clean, a new cycle of life, wildflowers, baby chicks, lambs, I feel as though the post-period purge is a wave of energy. Yeah, let's tidy my room, let's go out. I mean, I don't really go out much. I'm quite a insular person these days, but I guess it's that feeling of having the ability to do these things after potentially a week of not being able to do so. I like the feeling of a breath of fresh air afterwards, creativity. It's similar to feeling like when you've just been ill for a patch of time and then coming back into your body and being able to move and groove how you previously did. I guess that is sort of what happens. It's nice being able to then run errands, do house chores, all those things that have sort of built up or been festering in the time in which you were hibernating. My favourite quote is, I've definitely said it before on my channel, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it turned into a butterfly. And it's just that feeling of like you're hibernating, you're cocooning, and things feel low and a little bit rubbish, but then there's that sort of transformation just around the corner. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys, like, yeah, this video is me doing chores. It's romanticizing and glorifying the time in which you have energy. But bro, when I was having my period, you best believe I had a handful of takeaways, so much processed foods, chocolate, milkshakes. I am the type of person on their period that has cravings. I mean, I have quite bad cravings anyway. I am a sucker for sugar, sucker for fizzy drinks, and that amplifies on my period. Therefore, on my period, I'm going to absolutely consume those things because it's what my body wants. It wants sugar, it wants energy. Society's not really built for these moments in somebody's life where they're having a period. There's always this work week, or if you're a student, there's always the studying. That doesn't stop. But just be kind to yourself. Feel satisfied with the fact that Right now, I'm hibernating, I'm sitting still, I'm slowing down. Know that, yeah, you're not getting much done now, but it will be done the following week. And actually, if your job is lenient like mine, like if there is that opportunity to be able to work from home, then lean into that and don't feel guilty about it. Like sometimes, because I have a team that relies on me, I can have that guilt. But you then know that the following week you're going to be fighting everything that comes at you with full force, and you're going to be there and more for the people around you. But that doesn't come without preserving your energy and looking after yourself. The post-period purge is something so powerful. Deadass, without the rain, there's no rainbows. Sometimes you're living just to simply survive, and sometimes you're living to fully expand with your whole being and be creative. But you cannot reach that point without respites. You will reach burnout. Fortunately for our infradian rhythms, we have that respite whereby our hormones are saying, okay, let's hibernate, let's relax. In animals, some of them have infradian rhythms where it's time for them to hibernate or to migrate or even to molt. And these moments come and these moments go. But do not compare what your 100% best was at one point to what your 100% best is at another point, because that will not be the same. If you're somebody that doesn't have periods, definitely ensure that you are taking moments of respite and hibernation, because if your body's not asking you for that, it doesn't mean to say that you don't need that. Burnout is literally the accumulation of stress and not taking breaks, and soon it creeps up on you and you will be forced to take a break in a way in which you don't want. You'll become sick. You'll become sad. You'll become so exhausted that you cannot find the motivation to do simple tasks. So whether you're somebody who has a period and you're made to take a respite, or whether you're somebody that doesn't, we all need to make sure that we have those moments so that that beautiful burst of energy can come straight afterwards. I know just how beautiful it is to really feel creative, be swimming amongst creativity, living creatively. To ensure that you're sustaining a lifestyle of creativity a lot more so, you need to take breaks.
Currently 6:30 and everyone's due to come around mine at 7. Fortunately, I made food last night and then did like leftovers. Went well, except from the fact that I've only eaten half of it. I get bad anxiety. Not because I don't think anything's gonna happen, nothing bad. It's going out basically. Can't really eat. I'm not drinking anyway, so it's not like I have to worry because I've not eaten. Obviously, if I was to be drinking, then the concern is, okay, this is gonna go wrong. This is gonna go bad. I used to go out so much. 18-year-old me, the bars hate to see me come in. Well, actually, I say that, not really. I was in a relationship at the time where I couldn't really go out, which is a wild thought now. I joined the going out game very late into my 18th year. And then obviously I went to uni when I was 18. To be honest, my freshers week, I was that really horribly annoying person who was just a liability. And that is not a cool person to be, like literally do not be that person. But now obviously I'm teetotal. I'm gonna have a fun time tonight, seeing my friends, listen to some music, and then I'm gonna dip early. How I'm feeling right now is that like I don't really want to go out. Basically it's with my uni friends, back from uni. And so it's kind of like we don't do things often together. So we kind of gotta push the boat out and just do it. Tomorrow Ewan comes back from Scotland. He's been away for a week, or over a week, sorry, which is gas. I struggle to be home alone, to be honest, because again, anxiety. I've been home alone, which is why people are also coming around. I don't really like having people around when the house parents are home. The house parents are the people I rent a room off. That's just because I don't want to inconvenience their lives. By all means, they're so chill, they're so lush, they're always encouraging me to have people around. That's just me and my own insecurities. That is nothing on them. But my upbringing's not been like that, you know, like we didn't ever really bring people round. Silence in the booth when a girl is doing her eyeliner. I'm literally already planning, like when my friends aren't gonna get there till 11 p.m, I'm thinking, girl, it's gonna be a high vibe moment. Like, I'm gonna go home. Hopefully you're doing what more aligns with you. Maybe reading a book and just chilling. Like, I really wish I would be right now, but
I'm always late too. I always come on a Thursday. I think I'm beautiful. I saw him this weekend, so I'm back in the obsession phase again. He literally was like, "Phoebes, I fucking want to move to Bristol." And I texted him randomly, I went, "When you move to Bristol then, dickhead?" Phoebe's not going to turn down her circumcised cock because she's going out for drinks beforehand, so...
Couple compliments on how I smelt tonight. Stunning. That's the Jimmy Choo for ya. Had a really nice sober buzz tonight. The event was incredible. So it was inside the Ashton Court Estate Mansion. If you watch my journaling up a tree video, the huge estate house in the background, that was the venue, which is really cool. Had really cool projections on it. The only thing is, I'm seriously concerned about the structural integrity of that building because it's so old. I'm thinking like 1800s, and like people are raving in there, you know? I'm shattered. I feel physically sick. It's not even that late. It's like just gone midnight, like probably like 20 past 12 right now. I got an Uber back with my friend Abby. Shout out Abby. She said that she watches my videos, so hey girl. Shared that Uber, had really nice chats in the car. But I think overall the night felt like we were waiting around for something to happen. Don't get me wrong, if we would have stayed, we would have seen friends of friends perform, which would have been really nice. My evening consisted of walking from A to B to C to A to B to C and just trying to find one another, like just looking for people, walking around looking for people, standing in the smokers area. I don't smoke, but I chat to people, which is nice, but it's cold, and then going inside and then losing people, and then like just like that, like a little like clockwork type thing. And sometimes that's what nights out are. You're just waiting like a dangling carrot for something to happen to make your night worthwhile. If you leave early, you're giving into that, and then it's not been worthwhile. So you might as well try to cling on, make it worthwhile, because you've gone to all the effort to try, you know? But sometimes you can just stop and call it quits. My friend said to me a few weeks ago, if you don't like the book, you can put it down. That's stuck just in the sense of like reading. Like if you don't like a book, put it down, you'll pick up another one and you might enjoy it. And it's the same on nights out. You don't have to stay out. Like if it's not working for you, don't get me wrong, it was an amazing venue, amazing music going on. If I was in a different headspace, I could have probably really enjoyed that. It just wasn't working for me tonight. Doesn't mean it couldn't have worked for me other nights. I held out a bit, but ultimately the sensation was not leaving. I still didn't want to be there. And that is literally okay. You can pull the plug. But it's nice. My friends are having a good time, and that's all that matters. But me and my girl Abby, we're shattered. My friends are literally phenomenal, and it was a really cool event and venue. Sometimes you just gotta be at home. I know I'm gonna get a lot of fulfillment out of a wonderful Saturday. Working in the line of work that I do, I'm always surrounded by a lot of young people. I remember about a year ago, these star patches started jumping up. As somebody that lives chronically offline, I'm not on TikTok, I'm not really on Instagram, I'm not really on Facebook. I tend to be exposed to trends in other ways, and sometimes a lot slower. But something that I've noticed, especially working in the field that I do where there's so many young people all the time, I've caught on that Gen Zs have been using these star patches on their face. And at first I thought, like, have they just forgotten to take them off? But then I noticed that people are wearing them out and about. And can I just say thank you for this? Because on my periods I get really bad spots or zits. The hormones always bring these out around my mouth area. Of course, if you look at the Chinese face map, that is the area in which hormones cause breakouts. And I had this really really big one this period. I was feeling so insecure. I didn't want to leave my bedroom. I didn't even want to go downstairs and see the family I live with. And I thought, I really want to get those star patches that I see people wearing. And I felt confident to do so. I felt comfortable to do so. So, lo and behold, I marched down to Superdrug before work and I got a purple packet and I stuck one on my face and I felt happy to do so. I was at work. I spent the whole work week wearing the stars on my face, and yeah, I got asked by staff what it is, but I said, do you not see that the students do this? And they were like, actually, yeah, I do. Like, what is it? And I explained, and it is so nice that we're living in a time in which we can literally stick things on our face and it is so okay. We are breaking down the taboo. Like, yeah, we're trying to cover spots, okay? We're trying to heal our spots underneath. I love it because it should be normal. It should be normalized. This is part of the healing process, you know? I think it's my new favorite thing. When my periods come in, not only do I now pick up a pack of tampons, but also these star patches. For I think they're such a lifesaver, really. It allows me to feel comfortable, confident, and somewhat cool. I feel cool to be wearing this. Let's not beat around the bush. I'm trying to hide something that I'm insecure about and I don't want the world to see. And by putting that on my face before, I'd feel like I might as well be sticking on my face like, please don't look at me in big letters. There's that theory, the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon or frequency illusion. It's a cognitive bias when you start noticing something more frequently after you've become aware of it. And since I've been wearing these stars, I feel like I've been seeing people wear them so much. Like, I've been walking around in the city centre and seeing people with these stars on their faces. So fun, it is so nice, and how cool that we can do that. We don't have to pretend that spots don't exist. They literally exist, and now we are sticking cool ass stars on our faces as almost like accessories and a fashion thing. It's nice. I really like it.
It's nice that the shame of these things are going and that we're actually doing things for ourselves more. Like, obviously for so long it's just been living to expectations of other people, of standards and whatnot. And again, now that I'm getting older, I feel like I'm less visible than when I felt when I was younger. That's maybe because of my heightened awareness of being perceived, but yeah, I definitely feel more invisible. And with that, I just feel like it's important to just do and wear and be whatever the heck you want to be. For example, with YouTube, right? I've made videos since I was about 11 years old, maybe younger. I didn't always post them online, but I've always been doing it. And yeah, with that, I made myself very visible. I got very badly bullied for it. But now, like, actually, who cares? If you want to make videos. I adore making these. I adore documenting my life, seeing the world in a different perception. I'm looking for the finer details. I'm really enjoying my moments and catching the light and just seeing it through like an artistic lens. Just be unapologetically yourself. Lean into all moments of life, and your future self will really thank you with open arms, because otherwise you're living someone else's life. I don't know, I just wanted to drop this in this video. If there's something going on right now that you're not quite sure, there's a bit of anticipation there, I'm telling you, go for it. And hopefully that's enough of a sign, you know? Maybe it's a new project. Maybe you don't feel worthy of a certain job, but I'm telling you, apply for it. Maybe you don't feel good enough to make art. I'm telling you, do it for you. Maybe you feel too ashamed or too embarrassed to pursue a new hobby, but Only by pursuing that will you find the people most like-minded to you. So yeah, just a little gentle reminder that you've got to keep being you and no one else, because this world is filled with people, and it's like artistic styles in life. You don't want people to all draw the same, it'll be boring. You've got to follow your own artistic style, from the way in which you hold a pen to the ideas that flow through you and the type of lines you squiggle out. You just got to do you, and people will love you more for it. Anyway, thank you for watching my post-period purge. I have to say, I am feeling quite a bit creative off of the backhand of it. I've recently done a life drawing class and I'm feeling great, and I'm going to share that with you soon in a video. And I'm going to try go on a bit of an artistic journey, so please bear with me whilst I do that. I am trying to lean back into creativity after being so burnt out with university a couple of years ago. So I'm very, very excited, and let's see where this goes. Guys, thank you again for parking your bums here for a bit. Like, if you made it this far, you're actually phenomenal. You're literally ridiculous. As if you want to spend 20 minutes of your life watching me. Like, I really, really, really appreciate that. If you have anything to say, anything on this topic, I welcome it with large, widely spread open arms, and I really look forward to our conversation down below. I just want to chat, you know. See you in another video. Bye-bye.